We are live for our
We
second
are
video.
in the building again.
Back again with our second video.
Of the day.
Now, our second video is gonna go a bit into more detail, more detail about our Premier League uh, match predictions as we preview this week's matches, as they won't be most of them will be played during the week than in the weekend. I don't know what's up with my camera now. It's just not working for some reason. But I'll get out of it right now. But yeah, I think um, you can start off, Malcolm. What match do you want to go through quickly before we can?
I wanna start. I wanna start with the West Ham versus Liverpool game. I think it's very interesting that game. I think West Ham ever since that 2-2 draw with Arsenal and their European games and thrashing Bournemouth 4-0. I think West Ham have started to come back to life a bit. And Liverpool, we know Liverpool are having an up and down kind of season. Destroyed Leeds 6-1 and had to fight for their lives at Anfield against relegation threatened Nottingham Forest. So I think this is going to be very interesting, especially Liverpool away from home, uh, taking in that they still trying to get into European places. And
No,
yeah,
and
West, I don't know, out of relegation, no more fighting for their lives. Yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be a tough game. West Ham, Liverpool. What do you think? It's a big one as well.
the fact that West Ham have come to life all of a sudden since they
Thanks to
drew with Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah, thanks to Arsenal, obviously. It's always Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Thanks to
United for
Arsenal.
some reason. Yeah.
um, but they're like in a relegation fight, so they've come to life, and now their performances have gone up. They're doing well in Europe as well. So this game's going to be pretty hard for both sides. Liverpool are trying to get into the Champions League, into the European places. I don't think they'll make the Champions League. I'll be fair, but for Europa or Conference, I think they're trying to push for a European place. And this is a big game in the sense that West Ham are trying to secure um, Premier League places and avoid relegation, while Liverpool are trying to secure European places. So for me, this is a very big match for Liverpool and for West Ham as well.
I see a draw here for some reason, like a
You
1-1
reckon?
or a 2-2. Yeah, like they'll definitely it won't be 0-0. Somebody's gonna score. But if Liverpool can score first, I think West Ham will get demoralized.
Look, like this is a very tight game. Like Liverpool have to. be on their A game regardless of what happens because they are trying to qualify for Europe. They've had a very bad season, and I think they're trying to make up for us to qualify for Europe next season. But if West Ham take advantage of their form, they will definitely stay in the Premier League. But at what cost for Liverpool? You see.
Yeah, West Ham, it's tricky, dude, because they could just turn into that West Ham that got destroyed by Newcastle again. Like, they're so fragile. Like, just a little bit of negativity could just shut their confidence down. And I think Liverpool are starting to gain momentum in terms of they're starting to win now and score goals, but they're still leaking a lot of goals in at the back, you know. Yeah, so I'm going for a draw in this game. I'm going for a draw.
A draw is. I'm not even lie.
If not a draw, a
Ever since
Liverpool
Jota
win.
came back, yeah, if ever since Jota came back, Liverpool look really good now. Liverpool have been on form. They've started to, even though they're leaky, but they're now getting the goals in to win matches now. So I see Liverpool could win this match. Genuinely,
Probably,
genuinely speaking.
but I don't know, dude.
But
It's a
West
bit
Ham,
tough going. That's why I'm like
I
I'm
wouldn't.
caught in two minds because it's away from home. It's not Anfield. It's not their comfort zone.
No, it's not. It's not, and
Right? And
they
I think
mustn't
they've already
underestimate
drawn
West
with
Ham.
West Ham. I think they've already drawn with West Ham
Yeah,
already.
they must.
So
Yeah, they mustn't underestimate West Ham as well. West Ham can turn up on the day. So yeah,
uh,
which is the second match that we can go over because I think
second match,
we'll just focus on
we
the top six.
the second match. Well, there's too many games actually, bro. But anyway, Chelsea versus Brentford at home.
Let's focus on the big, yeah. Let's focus on the big teams, the big teams.
Oh, so Chelsea's not a big
But
team.
just
Come
based on the
on,
forms
bro.
of Liverpool, they're not. Yeah, they're not acting like big teams this season, but they're still the big teams. So let's go with Chelsea.
Chelsea Brentford.
Yeah,
I see a L, another L.
for Chelsea.
Yeah, for Chelsea, definitely. Yeah. I don't know. Things are not looking good there. I think Lampard in this game is gonna try and reshuffle the pack again, and it's not gonna work. And they're gonna get hit on the counter
No,
because
like
we know Brentford.
there's
Brentford's got a good record away from home as well.
that's one way yeah, that's one way of looking at it. But I feel like Brentford also haven't been in consistent form now. I think they've kind of dropped. I thought they were going to be in Europe, but they kind of jumped out of that contention almost instantly. Chelsea, on the other hand, have nothing to play for, but should they get a win, they'll just make top half. Hey, they're not going to get relegated should they win. But
Nothing to
Brentford is
play
not
for
even
except for pride. Maybe
pride.
pride. I don't know. There's, they're not gonna win a trophy. They're not gonna qualify for Europe. But just for the name of Chelsea being in 11th position, they need to rectify that soon before it starts getting worse.
And look, like Chelsea are still like a big club in the sense of their following and their finances, but they've performed poorly this season. And their record especially now against the likes of your Brentfords, your Brightons. It hasn't been when. Okay, what was the last score between those two clubs actually?
Uh, Going for 2-1 Brentford.
I see a draw.
1-1?
Like
Because Chelsea don't score.
it could be 0-0. To be honest, like
Exactly.
doesn't-
But I think
it
Brentford is going to get a goal, bro. For some reason, I just feel it coming. Chelsea
you're
have
right.
been poor at the back and in
Yeah,
midfield. So I see
yeah.
Brentford nicking it, even if it's 1-0.
Just
Just a nick.
you see them just nicking it.
Just like even Chelsea home or away doesn't matter. Bridge or no bridge, they still crap. So I don't have hope for them, but maybe they'll prove me wrong tonight. We'll see. Maybe,
Maybe
big maybe,
yeah, maybe they could prove us
but I
wrong,
doubt
but
it. I doubt it, bro.
I doubt it too. I really,
Um,
I really doubt it.
well, another big
But
game.
yeah, I say draw. Yeah,
Draw for you. I'm going win for
who's the
Brentford.
next big?
Um, Brighton are playing today.
Oh no, most impressive.
Okay,
I say they're actually the most impressive this season.
Brighton.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal is the most impressive, and then we can start going to the Brightons and
No, no.
Uniteds and
Barring
what.
the top six, no. Barring the top 16, Brighton have been impressive. Like best from the rest. Can't even argue.
Yeah, but Brighton
Like
have been
who?
inconsistent as
Barring the
well.
top six. Yeah, no, there's that. But to be honest, they play Nottingham Forest, who are in a relegation fight, which
The
for
way
me
Forest
is a bit
play,
of.
uh, they're gonna win that game. They have to win that game, Brighton. If they don't, then they can forget about Europe because Liverpool
And
will most
look, like
probably beat West Ham, like you said. Most probably, uh, Brighton need
most
to win.
like
They need to win
no,
because
and like yeah, it's just for them just to compete for the European places as well. But for me, Nottingham Forest are in a relegation fight, so I wouldn't underestimate them if they just go with their game plan and just see out the match. Then they'll probably win the match at Brighton. But I wouldn't underestimate Forest here because
they could
these
also draw
guys in
1-1.
the
This one's for some reason this screams 1-1 to me. I don't know why. I feel like Nottingham Forest will get a goal and Brighton will get a goal, but I think that's about it that the game offers. Or they could drop them, but I see 1-1 for some reason. Yeah, Brighton have been getting these results against the bottom half of the table, the lower half. They've been drawing and unexpected losses, but mostly drawing. But if they're serious about this European chat, I think they need to win.
no, they have to win.
So with that in mind, I'm thinking I said 1-1, but I'll go for 2-1 Brighton.
I say
Just
Brighton
close up.
win, but Forest could cause an upset. I wouldn't underestimate
Like
Forest.
in, like in
Winning could
beating
cause
them
them
or just drawing.
like nicking it.
So what's your prediction?
Me, I think Brighton will win, but I wouldn't rule out Forest. I wouldn't rule them out.
Okay, that's
Our next game
today's
we're gonna review
fixtures.
quickly. Well, we can review the other games like you guys are playing tomorrow as well. Newcastle are also playing tomorrow,
Yeah. And
and
then
those are
there's a
big matches.
relegation battle between Southampton and Bournemouth.
Ooh,
Um,
that's also a big game. That's also a very very big game for. And we haven't like discussed our final Premier League predictions, like who's going to make top four, who's going to win the league, and who's going to get relegated. So we haven't gone through that yet. But before we get to
it's
that, I just want to go through quickly these matches that are happening tomorrow, and then we have also the weekend matches. But we'll do a video on Friday, and then yeah, um, let's do Tottenham versus United, Man United. Now, to be honest, that game is pretty huge for you guys because now I feel like you're trying to consolidate top four further, despite the injuries that have plagued your team. And Tottenham's form is and confidence is just shot down, and I don't think they'll come back into the race for the top four. I think it's done for them in the top four, but they're in trouble potentially for the top six if Brighton capitalize on their two games and win both games. You see, so it's a big match, but if you lose, it doesn't matter because you're what 6 points clear anyway. But you could extend it to
mm,
nine. You see,
mm,
so because Tottenham are what they're right now they're the ones in fifth, right? They're fifth.
yeah.
No, Villa are fifth.
No, Villa first, but Tottenham have a game in hand on Villa.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So now it's 5 points. You guys are 5 points now. So
5 points clear with 3 games in hand
yeah, so you
on
guys could
on Aston
extend
Villa.
it. You guys could extend it to 8 points if you beat Tottenham today. What's your feeling about this match?
I think that's a tricky one, bro. Because we've been smacked by Spurs before, you know. But I think the way Tottenham are playing, they basically vulnerable, and I think United we thrive against teams that a bit shaky. If we just smell a bit of danger, a bit of blood, we'll go for them. We'll go at them, and I think that's gonna decide whether we win, lose, or draw. But I think we'll. For some reason, I think we're gonna win this game. But it's not gonna be we're not gonna destroy them because I think Ryan Mason coming in is gonna try and make them more defensively sound. But I don't think they'll be able to keep a clean sheet against us. I think we'll definitely score. We'll definitely dominate the ball, and I'm going for 2-1 Man United win.
Aren't you concerned about a new manager bounce?
No, that's why I said Ryan Mason will make them defensively sound, but offensively, I'm not that afraid of Spurs because I don't think they're going to change overnight and all of a sudden come at us full guns blazing. I think they'll play counter-attacking football, even though they're at home, and I think we'll control the game. So that's why I'm not that afraid of them because it's Tottenham, dude. Like, come on, they just lost to Bournemouth. They got thrashed by Newcastle 6-1. They, no matter what, that he's not even a new manager. He's been there before. So I think I think I'm not saying it's going to be a routine win, but I think we can win this game.
Talks Malcolm there. I think he's coming back now. Just give him a moment. And you're back. Where did you go to, my friend?
Bro, the network is terrible over here.
Yeah, no, I've been having network problems today as well. So, um, what I can say for you guys is that you'll probably win this match. However, you know what they say: if you put a dog in the corner, you'll get bit. So even though Tottenham are vulnerable, I wouldn't just rule them out completely as well because they still have Kane. You can do something. But for me personally, I think you guys will win, given the fact that their confidence is shot. I don't think they have the confidence to carry on going with the season. I don't think they'll be able to because they're not competing for anything. They're not. They're just there in the top six at the present moment, and that could change overnight with Brighton behind, with Liverpool coming up as well. So that could dramatically change. And if they continue in this form, I don't see them in the top seven. I see them eighth because Liverpool and Brighton are just gonna get up and take over their places. Should they continue on their current forms, and Tottenham continue on the downward spiral of form.
I think it's a joke, bro. Sacking that Scolini guy. You sacked your interim manager after getting drubbed by Newcastle. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you sacking the guy, dude? It's not his fault, bro. Conte's been saying it's the players, but Levy doesn't think. He doesn't use his head. How can you? They're basically doing a Chelsea, but it's worse. Chelsea don't. If Chelsea sack Lampard now, then I'll be like, no, that's crazy. Like, but how do you sack your interim manager? It don't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't. Like the sacking of Stellini was just awful because I thought, just for the rest of the season, knowing that full well that you won't be able to, you're not in the Champions League, you'll probably make Europa or Conference. So just net control. But it was unfortunate they got Newcastle, who are on incredible form. Yeah, they lost to Villa the other day, but barring that, like, have they really lost any matches? They've been winning
Not
most of
really.
them, but like they drew some. But like they're in a top four. They're in the top four as we speak, and they deserve it because they play like a top four side. Next year they could be title challengers should they spend on the right players. And that's another thing about um, these big teams. And now we have new big teams. If Chelsea don't fix up, they're gonna be fighting for whatever they're gonna be fighting for next year. If Liverpool don't rebuild that squad, but that's gonna take time. They can't just say, "All right, get a whole new team, and then we'll kick on." No, you have to do it systemically. It will take time. It won't be an instant thing, because for me, teams like Chelsea, there's a lot of deadwood. Same with Tottenham, a lot of deadwood. There are a lot of players that shouldn't be at that club, and they should go. And if Levy wants to think of competing in the Champions League, let alone be in it, he should turn over the whole team, start again. And it's they don't want to sell Kane, but I think they have to, so they can make some money off him. Because now he's 30, right? He's like in
He's
his
coming.
30s now.
He's coming to Man United, bro. We're going for the league next year.
For some reason,
Hopefully,
man, I said it
fingers
a couple years
fingers
ago, but
crossed.
like for some reason, Kane looks good in a in a United shirt. I don't understand. Like it suits him, you know. Like doesn't
Bro,
look good
this
in
guy,
Arsenal.
we need those
Doesn't look,
goals,
yeah.
bro. If we can imagine adding Kane's goals to the goals we have now, to Rashford and everybody's goals, we would be right up there challenging.
But like Levy is an idiot. Like he wants to sell him for 100 million or whatever. So I'm just like, bro, no,
Dude,
you can't sell
I know
Kane
it's
for 100
English.
million.
Sell him for 80. We'll take him for 80, bro. We offered them 80 million and they spat in our faces.
Just sell him. Like just sell him for 50, dog, and sell Son for 30. Like they're players you can sell, and then you can make 200 million basically of half of that squad, and then rebuild properly. Like just
Mm.
do it. Like I don't believe he's not doing it. And he buys. You know what's funny about Tottenham? They buy crap players. They buy very mediocre players. Like Richarlison, guys, he's flop of the season, y'all. He is flop of the. Everyone's like Nunes. No, not Nunes. Not Nunes. Nunes is not
Not
a flop.
Anthony, not
Not Anthony.
Nunes.
Not Nunes.
Uh,
Like it's
no,
Richarlison. He has not scored a Premier League goal this year. He's only scored two champions.
Champions League goals for nothing. And against what team? Was it Frankfurt again? Some weak team
It was a
in the
weak team.
Champions League
It
that
was either
doesn't
Marseille,
belong there.
but yeah,
Marseille,
he scored.
imagine.
It was Marseille, yeah. It was Marseille. And I was just like, bro, he cried when he scored those two goals. Big up to him because he's never scored in the Champions League. And that was about it. I haven't seen him since. And like, they buy the old man, the 50-year-old Perisic, backup goalkeeper. For me, it just speaks very high concerns of where the club is going because in as much as you want to buy experience, you buy good quality experience. You don't play Perisic as how he was playing with Conte. Because in Italy, the pace in the game is very different than the Premier League. You can't like we did that with Cristiano. Remember,
Yeah.
he was one of the best right backs in Italy, but when he came to the Premier League, due to its pace, he couldn't handle it. And you're paying someone his age as a wing back, bro. That's not an easy role to play. Like I would have made sense if he was playing like a winger or like a center back because he's not as quick as he used to be. So, but playing him like a role like wing back, it requires a lot of energy. But yeah, like look, if y'all end up beating Tottenham, that's good for you guys. But like, I don't think they're fighting for anything. I think it's done. So even if they win, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Seriously, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything.
Um. So yeah, dude. Next next game because Spurs. We can talk about Spurs for 10 years, and they still won't win a
Like,
trophy.
I think we should do separate videos. I think we're gonna do separate videos talking about everyone's season, but I think we'll go through the match review. But
Their
like,
predicament.
we'll go through the weekend. Yeah, we'll go through the weekend matches. But like, yeah, I think that's it for the big teams. Everyone else, we can talk about the Southampton and Bournemouth game quickly, which is a big relegation match. That's a very big relegation match. That's
Um.
massive. It's
Southampton are gonna
huge.
thrash those. Southampton's gonna thrash them, man, bro. They're gonna thrash them. I see them thrashing Bournemouth. After what I saw against West Ham, that was pathetic, bro. Even that scorpion kick, like I went to go look it out online, bro. That was
It
the
wasn't that great,
scrappiest goal I've ever seen. It didn't even come off properly.
right?
Yeah.
It was lucky, bro.
Nah, I think Southampton have got the confidence, especially coming from the Emirates with a point. So and Southampton need to win, bro. Like they could still claw themselves out of this. Because I see at the bottom it's getting quite tight now, and they've got some games in hand. Leicester and Leeds drew yesterday, 1-1. So Southampton, if Southampton don't win this game, I think they can start packing their bags and going to the championship. I think they because Burnley's back already, so I think Southampton can forget about it if they don't beat Bournemouth. Uh, it's gonna be probably one of the latest games, but I'm gonna be watching United and Tottenham. But I'll keep my eye on the scoreline.
Yeah. And like, look, I think it's a fair shout for Southampton, but these games are a different kind of game, bro. This year, particularly, like anyone can still go at this point. It's not like certified unless you're West Ham. I think it's certified for West Ham. But that's if they beat Liverpool, you know.
That's
But
if. It's
like,
a big if.
Wolves sorted, Palace sorted, West Ham. I guess they're gonna be all right. They still have games in hand.
Mm.
So Bournemouth are okay ish. It's the teams that are actually in the danger zone. It's Leicester and Leeds.
And Everton.
No, Everton, it's done. Like they it looks like they're gonna just sink after this. They
And
got
they're playing
Dijk,
Newcastle, bro. That's the next game as well. So that's a tough one. I think
but
that's a
like
loss.
these relegation fights, like these teams turn out, bro. They turn out on the day. But like to be honest, I will say it and I'll say it again. Like Everton have a game in hand, and should they win, they won't.
They play
Should they win,
Newcastle. They're not winning that game, bro.
um, should they win, they'll topple over
Leicester.
Leeds and Leicester, and then Leeds are back in the danger zone, and Leicester back in the relegation zone. So that 17th spot there is not it's not a good spot to be at, but it can change. This table can change. Let's say, for instance, Forest win, Leicester in the relegation, Forest are 17th. You see, like this relegation fight is wild. So for Southampton to get a few points, and should they get more points until the end of the season, and pray that all the other teams above them until West Ham drop points, then they could make it. I feel like they could, but like
It's unlikely, but we'll see. Like they really need a miracle.
they do. Yeah,
They need a couple of favors. They need some and goal difference as well is a big factor in
I think
terms
it's
of
for points.
a
I think this
relegation
is.
battle.
I think it's more about points. We'll just do the goal difference at the end of the season. Right now, they just need points. If you are equal on points or you have the same points, it doesn't help them. I think they just need as many points as possible. So more than goal difference because they've conceded all those goals this season. And like funny enough, like Southampton haven't conceded like Bournemouth have conceded more than Southampton, for instance.
I'm not
So
surprised.
like I don't know, I'm not too sure, but let me just see quickly. I think it's Chelsea don't score a lot, eh? Yes.
Rashford's got more goals than Chelsea.
Yeah.
That's so sad, bro.
Bro, they bought so many players. That's us. But anyway,
The top goal scorer is Kai Havertz with 7. That's pathetic. In all
nah,
competitions. In all competitions. 7.
nah, that's not good enough,
Sterling
Shane.
5.
How much they buy him for
Mount.
again?
I think they bought Sterling for 50 million.
That's a lot of money, bro.
It is, and he's only producing 5 goals and no assists. uh,
Yeah.
Modric,
And Mount could leave.
Cavallo,
That's another thing. That's another thing. Like Mount could leave. You mentioned Mount. Like, would you take Mount to United?
no.
You wouldn't.
I would rather, I wouldn't take Mount. Not to save my life. Mount, he looks like he'll fit in at Liverpool. Not, I don't want him at my club. I don't
Liverpool
want
don't
another
need.
bench player. I want a starting player. I don't want a bench player. Like who? Okay, who's Mount gonna start over?
I mean, he could be in the bench for like Ericsson, a bit more energy, whatever. He could play on the wings. Like you see, like Sabitzer. Like, hopefully, you guys get Sabitzer. I want you all to get Sabitzer because Sabitzer is more versatile and more consistent than now.
Dude,
So
I'll never take Mount, bro. Do you guys want him? You guys can have him. Make him
apparently we're
bench
linked with
like
him
Smith
too.
Rowe.
I think you'd do better than Smith Rowe actually, because Arteta don't play Smith Rowe no more. So and he hasn't played this whole
What makes you
season.
think
So
he's gonna play Mount? What makes you think he'll play Mount, bro?
you know why? You know why? Remember what I said about Granite, man. Granite is dope, but dog, the man doesn't know. The man can't move, bruh. The
Matic
man is
2.0. He's
Matic
Matic
2.0.
2.0. It's
Matic
funny
2.0.
because Matic looks so fast in Italy, bro. Is Italy so slow then?
No,
It looks
Italy
like
is that slow, bro.
they're making Matic look fast.
Dude, it's just nah. Like I think it's a nice idea, but I don't think we'll sign Mount. If we sign Mount, then I'll just see how that goes. But I wouldn't. I think the idea is nice, but some ideas are not always great ideas. So
Mount needs to go somewhere. I don't know, dude. Like I don't see him playing for United or maybe Liverpool, but Liverpool don't use a type of player like Mount. Like where's he gonna play on the wing?
you could play anywhere actually,
So
barring the
he
CDM.
need he needs to go maybe out of the top six, maybe to Spurs or something, where he'll
The
start
West Ham,
games. I think
right? No, the West.
I think he wants to start matches. So
Yeah, the way Chelsea are going, Mount's services are diminishing.
surplus to
I think,
requirements.
yeah, like players like Ziyech and
I forgot about
uh,
Ziyech. Pulisic.
and Pulisic and yo, the list is long, bro. Actually,
Modric.
go on
Modric
about
is 0012 now. No goals. Modric for 80 million pounds for absolute
it was
nothing.
basically it's basically 80, and it could go to 100.
Yeah.
It could, it could. So
Enzo
yeah, dude, like
Fernandez.
I think he's the only.
Uh,
I think he's the only good one. Everyone else, Gallagher.
I would take Gallagher actually over Mount.
Honestly, I like
I'll
him.
take
I
him.
like him too.
He's a hard worker.
No, because that is,
Think I would take him
and I
over
would take him
Fred
because of
actually.
yeah. Nah, that would be an upgrade.
It's an upgrade on Fred, and it's fresh legs from the bench actually, and quality. He's got quality, that guy. But
Yeah.
at Chelsea, there's nothing. Rhys James is leaving.
Yeah, they must let him
Yeah,
go.
right.
Shane.
It's a shit show at Chelsea, bro. Yeah.
Before we get distracted again, who do you think is going to win between Southampton and Bournemouth?
I'm going for 1-0 Southampton win. Bamba clat.
After what we experienced yesterday, and the form of these teams is just it's all over the place. I feel like they're gonna draw. I feel like they're gonna draw, like 2-2, 1-1, 0-0. Doesn't matter. I feel like they're gonna draw.
Mm.
But yeah,
Southampton Bamba clat. 1-0.
before we end the show, we did say we're gonna make our final predictions of the Premier League, and one of which is the relegation fight. Name your three teams, Malcolm, who's gonna get relegated.
Number The last place, Southampton. 19th, I would put Leicester, and 18th, Everton. I wanted to put
Right.
Leeds, but I'm putting Everton.
I think Leeds will make it. They're
Yeah,
only
that's
just.
why for some reason I think Leeds will survive.
But the way they just conceding goals like it's for fun,
They
like I don't
they're
know.
getting dropped, but they pulled off a draw yesterday,
They
and I think
did.
they'll pull off another few draws. They'll survive.
Yeah. For
And
me,
you?
I think it's Southampton. Shame. Like I want them to make it. It's sad that they're going. Leicester at 19, and finally, I don't see Everton going.
Nottingham.
Yeah, Forest. So it's Southampton, Leicester, and
Hmm.
Forest. Yeah. Alrighty. Our top, because we have what, 7 European places. Let's start with
Yeah,
our Europa places. Who do you think is gonna make 6 and 7
sixth
based
and
on that?
seven.
Hmm.
What about fifth?
No, no, we'll get to fifth. We'll get to fifth.
Or you're talking about Conference League and then parts of Europa.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. No. Okay. We can include fifth. Yeah. Yeah. So
first
from fifth to
place.
seventh. Yeah. Yeah.
First
Fifth to seventh.
place is definitely going to Brighton. I think Brighton can do it. Brighton can make fifth. Sixth place, I'm going for Villa. I'm going for Villa. And seventh, I'm going for Liverpool. I think Tottenham are gonna collapse. So it's Brighton, Villa, Liverpool.
I couldn't
Liverpool
agree with.
going to conference.
I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more because I think one thing they have over Villa is that goal difference because they could end up fifth, to be honest, should they win all their matches from this point. But for me, I think fifth, it's Brighton. Sixth, only just, and I feel like it's going to happen, only just, it's Liverpool. Liverpool are going to make the Europa League. As for Aston Villa, they'll make Conference League next season.
Mm.
And I also see Tottenham being out of European places, finishing eighth. Right. Now, our final top four from fourth to first, because let's make the last one. Let's.
This is gonna suck, bro. But okay. Let me go. Fourth place, I think on goal difference, Man United. I think we'll have the same points as Newcastle at the end. We'll lose one game. I feel we'll definitely lose a game. So we could, but fourth place United. Third, Newcastle. Second, I know you want to hear this one. Manchester City. First, Arsenal. I'm
This is
hoping.
hope. This is hope. Remember
This
what we
is
said in the
this is
beginning.
based on hope. This is based on hope.
All
But
right,
I
my
think
turn.
United will finish fourth. I think
Yeah,
Newcastle will finish third. We'll have the same points, but goal difference will play in their favor. I think Man City will just miss out on the league by 1 point, and I think Arsenal will just nick it.
all right. My final top four. This may shock everyone. Fourth, yeah, it's United. Like your injuries alone, I think you guys just need to focus on securing this position. Just consolidate it further, win a few games, draw, but don't drop off now. So I think you're just gonna make four. Third is Newcastle because they've just been incredible. Also, they've just came out of nowhere. No one saw them coming, but they deserve it, Shane.
More
They
goals as
don't.
well. Just the goal difference that's like
Yeah,
really in the way. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Second, no bias, no bias.
It's Arsenal, Shane.
Ah,
You know why? I told you why, but City are winning the league by a point in first place.
I think so.
By a point or by 2 point, 3 point. If it's more than 5 points, it's absolute failure. But like
It's a bottle job.
it's a bottle job. But like I want Arsenal to win the league, but I don't see it happening. So City first, Arsenal second, Newcastle third, and Man United fourth.
Okay, I
All right.
appreciate the honesty.
No, I have to be honest, bro. Like there's no other way going about it. But yeah, guys, that is our this week's preview. We will do another video for the weekend matches. Until then, take care, guys, and please
Signing
like
out.
and subscribe to this channel. And we're out of here. Bye.
Comment as well.
And please comment if you can. See
Peace
y'all
out.
later. Peace out. God bless. Bye.